Hello vintage lovers, I'm Andrew from the Netherlands and today I'm gonna review the Pioneer sx-300. What can I say about this amplifier? Well, this receiver, when I scored it, I just take it as an extra. I scored this one and this one together, and I went to the shop for this one, and then I saw this one and said, okay, how much? And this guy gave me his price, and I said, okay, I take it. And well, I didn't thought much about it because it was such a light weighted thing. This thing weighed almost nothing, and it's small, and the lamps were out. There was only 3 lamps burning, and it was very dirty behind the glass. But I could see that the wood was intact. The wood was intact and it didn't have any scratch. So I bought the thing, I hooked it up, and I didn't clean the pot meters. The pot meters were okay. And really, this thing have a tremendous sound. And let me tell you one thing. You see this big thing, this thing have 2 times 85 watt. And this is of course a monster receiver, 16 kilogram, and I really had much better thought of this one than this one. But this one sounds much better than this one. It's really true, yes, it is true. Of course it don't have power, and but I always listen sound on this, in this, like this. So I don't, let me find the station. This sound is so sweet. This sound is, well, this is my first Pioneer, and this thing is really something. It's so sweet. This sound is so, I don't know how to explain that to you. It's not marantz. No, it's not marantz. It's different. It's, well, I heard about Pioneer. It have a great sound. I heard it have a better sound than marantz, and that's not why I bought this. I was intending to review a Pioneer, but I was intending to review a bigger one, a much bigger one than this one. This one just came on my path and I take it, and well, I'm really surprised because this sound is so sweet, so nice sound from a 2 times 7 watt amplifier. Yes, 2 times 7 watt amplifier. This is very small, and the sound is just, this is on a quarter. It's nice. It's just nice. Let me.
En hij noemde zonder van het ja.
Communiceren met overheden en bedrijven in China.
And not only the sound is good, but the children also. Listen to this station. I don't hear any interference.
Trackrecord van belang is. Dus ik kan wel zeggen, wij maken hele grote dingen in Nederland. En iedere adverteerder kan zeggen, wij maken hele grote dingen in Europa. Maar als dat niet in Shanghai gebeurt, betekent dat helemaal niks. Ja. Nou, dat is altijd de vraag.
Nee. This thing is of course very simple. Let me sit down and show you. The on and off button is here, just off, and when you put it on, it's directly on speaker A. Okay, power on. Speaker off, speaker B, speaker A and B together. So you can hook up 4 speakers and you can play them all 4 together. And I had it on A. Yes, on A. And the bass, the treble. I had to say that when I put this thing on neutral, even with the loudness on, I don't like the sound. I have the loudness on, put a little bit bass, extra bass and treble. I think really this comes because of the lack of power. I think the bigger models you don't have to put the extra bass or treble. After testing this one, I'm so curious about the bigger Pioneers, because this Pioneer really opened my eyes for a new kind of sound I didn't know before. It's the first time I heard this sound, and I can't compare it with nothing. Not with Marantz, not with this GVC, not with Akai, not with Yamaha, not with Kenwood, not with any sound. And this is a very nice, sweet sounding sound. It's not that tube sound Marantz have, but the sound is nice, it's open, it's fresh, it's pure, it's I don't know. I think you have to listen it for yourself. I can let you hear some more radio stations later in the review, but I think really this thing is good for everybody. And don't think that because of the 2x7 watt this little receiver is nothing for you, because I don't know if you are a party animal, or if you are a person who always like to play your music very loud. Well, let me tell you one thing. This thing can go very loud.
Jongen, doe maar gewoon. Ja. Dus je moet eigenlijk...
At the moment it is around midnight here when I'm reviewing this thing, and I really can't play this thing too loud because I have neighbors, and maybe you like my reviews, but they don't. And
mensen niet. Vergeet niet dat je op een gegeven moment ook echt...
on a quarter is really the maximum I can review this thing, because when I go over a quarter, my neighbors will hear this. So let's try out. I really love this sound. No, this thing is simple, it looks simple, it is simple, it is very simple. I think it needs also a stereo indicator here, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, it is stereo. I tested the sound with my ears, it is stereo. It just have the basic things: bass, treble, balance, volume, loudness, mono or stereo, tape monitor, AM, FM, phono or aux selector. This is all, but the sound is terrific. If you buy something like this, I sell it for 25 euro, really. I don't know what the word is. I never saw one of these before, so I think that's the price, 25 euro, because you can find the sx-300 for 35 euros, so this thing can be more than that, because that one is 15 watts a channel and this one is 7 watt a channel. So I don't know, it's a sweet little thing, and if you buy one of these, you will enjoy sound, you will enjoy your radio, you will never have enough of this thing. No, this sound, I played this thing for one day just non-stop, and really I did not miss my marantz, and that's something. This thing, well, look, first I have very good speakers, because when you hook this thing up on normal speakers, on cheap speakers, the sound is much different, but that is with all receivers and all amplifiers. The most important thing from your stereo set is your speakers. If you don't have good speakers, forget to get good sound. Even if you have the biggest or the best amplifier, you won't have any good sound. So all receivers and amplifiers I've tested here, my magnets played perfectly, and the sound coming from those magnets is so wonderful. I will never sell them, never, never, never. I can sell receivers, I can sell amplifiers, but my magnets 05, that is, will never go away. In fact, I bought 4 magnets MSP 110. Also, those are very good speakers, and so this thing is good. This thing can sound terrific, but you need to have very good speakers. If you own good speakers, well, you know, let's say you have 200 euros to spend. 200 euros to spend for a receiver and speakers. Well, you can spend, let's say, 100 for the receiver and 100 for the speakers. You will have a good sound and a great sound, I'm sure. If you're gonna buy the good speakers, yes, you invested good, you buy the good speakers and you buy the good receiver, you will have a great sound. But if you do one for 150 speakers and for 50 euro the receiver, I think you will have a better sound. So the budget for the speakers have to be more than the receiver. Then you will have a better sound than when it is equal, 50-50. And this what I'm telling you now is from experience. So the speaker is that thing, you cannot play with the speaker. It doesn't have the shiny knobs, it doesn't have the lights, but the speaker is more important than the receiver in the end. Okay, so when you have your budget, let's say 200 euro or $200 or $300, try to, well, let's say, try to put 1/3 in the receiver and 2/3 in your speakers, because the better your speakers, the better your sound is. But that doesn't count for the receiver, because you can have a great receiver, but if your speaker is not that great, you will never have the quality of the receiver. You will never hear the quality of the receiver. But if you have a smaller receiver, a lesser quality receiver, but great speakers, well, believe me, this receiver will sound better than with cheaper speakers. So try to spend more money on your speakers, because those are important. That are the important things. You can have big speakers, but bad quality. Just try to find vintage speakers and test them out. Test your speakers out before you buy them. I had this speaker test before. In one of my reviews, I have the speaker test with the Yamo speakers, one of the popular models at the moment, and I tested this speaker out against my magnet speakers, and really this speaker sound as shit. It was for me a very shitty sounding speaker, this Yamo sx-300, and really I don't understand why people want to buy this kind of speakers, because they are not cheap. 200 euros for a second-hand set is a lot of money. For 200 euros you can find a Magnat 05 set. And those speakers are 2, maybe 3 times better sounding than the Yamaha S606. So I really don't understand some people. Okay, they go for the looks, but yes, sound is something you cannot measure with looks. Sound is the only thing what you have to buy. Sound with your ears and not with your eyes. And of course I understand people, they also want to buy nice things, and really this GVC looks very nice. I love this GVC, it is different and that's why I like it. But the sound of this thing is, it have power, it have tremendous power. If you are a party animal, this thing is good for your house. But if you are, well, just a normal listener like me, I love to party but not in my house, then this thing, believe me or not, this thing is more than enough. And you only have to, if you want to feel the punchy basses, you have to put a little bit more bass, treble, and also the loudness, and then the sound is perfect. This thing, it won't cost you much if you buy one, and you will have a nice time. You will enjoy sound and you will never regret buying this thing. And believe me, I was very surprised. I didn't thought much about this thing. When I hooked it up, I was so surprised. And well, this only means one thing for me: I will review more Pioneers. I am so curious about, this is my first Pioneer, believe me, it won't be my last. I think the bigger Pioneers can throw off my Marantz 2250B off its throne. Yes, because until now I thought this one was the best, but now I heard this one. I'm not so sure that if I will hear the bigger models of Pioneers, I think my Marantz will lose. I think it, of course, it win from this one, but the bigger ones, the 2x 50 watt, the 2x 60, 70 watts, I'm not sure if my Marantz will beat them. Until now, my Marantz is still my #1 sound. But that all can change when I will review the bigger Pioneers. So stay tuned on my channel. This was my review for now, my small review of this surprise Pioneer, small Pioneer receiver from 1974, and hope you like my video. Please subscribe on my channel and put those thumbs up if you like my video. Well, this was me for now. Bye bye.